Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is JC with another Mandela Effect update for you guys. This is going to be update number 32. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel and you enjoy Mandela Effect videos, please consider subscribing. I upload new videos every single week. Anyways, let's get started with this one. For our first possible Mandela Effect example is this one that has been going around for the past week, and it has to do with the movie title of this classic animated children's film. And the options are A, An American Tail, spelled T-A-L-E, B, An American Tail, spelled T-A-I-L, or C, An American Journey. And the correct answer for this one is B, tail, as in a mouse tail. And it makes sense to me that it could be spelled a tail, although honestly I don't remember that being the case, but this was not one of my favorite films, so I can't really speak in regards to this one. However, a lot of people claim that it was tail spelled T-A-L-E, and they've been debating this one heavily. Let me know in the comments what you guys remember in regards to this one. Next up, we have this famous company that specializes in selling suits. They are very famous for their commercials. Of course, many of you probably have seen them, and this has to do with their name. What is the name of this company? Men's Warehouse, spelled W-A-R-E, or Men's Warehouse, spelled W-E-A-R. Of course, this one is not insignificant. It changes the meaning completely, and it's two completely different things. So even that small change is very significant. What do you guys remember in terms of this one? A or B? And the correct answer is B, spelled W-E-A-R. Warehouse, like wearing something. Which to me, personally, this one kind of blew me away, even though it's something that seems so insignificant. It's pretty significant to me. I don't remember that ever being the case. I remember it being a warehouse where you store something, a men's warehouse, and that's how I always remember seeing that. However, it is not that. It's warehouse, like wearing something, which is not something I was even aware was a thing. Warehouse is just completely weird to me. Anyways, let me know how you feel about this one in the comments down below. This next one is quite interesting to me for several reasons. Not because I'm personally affected by this, because I'm not. I don't remember this ever being the case in my reality. But as many of you might know, I don't only report on things that affect me directly. I report on anything that's out there that people are agreeing with and that is getting a response from the Mandela Effect community. And this is one of those cases. I saw this one a couple of months ago and I didn't really report on it because I thought it was kind of silly. But then I started noticing the huge amounts of response that it was getting from people in various different places. So I decided to bring it up into one of these videos and you guys determine whether or not any of you remember this. And as you already might have figured it out, you know what we're talking about here. And it has to do with the traffic lights. And people remembering that the green light was on top. It was from top to bottom, green, yellow, red is what many people remember for some reason. However, it's to me and to many others, it has always been red, yellow, green. But yeah, this one's very popular for some reason. Anyways, let me know if any of you remember it with the green light on top. And finally, I wanted to talk to you guys about something else. I wanted to talk to you guys about a small update regarding my theory number 2 video. If you guys haven't watched that video, basically I like to talk about different theories as to why the Mandela Effect is happening. And in theory number 2, I cover the possibility that many people are starting to believe that we are actually living in a simulation that is being simulated on a quantum computer. One big tech giant that believes this is Elon Musk. And in that video, I showed his statements regarding that. I'm also going to be linking this video down below if you want to check that one out. Anyways, he believes that we have a very high probability of being inside of a simulation. However, it seems like he is certainly not the only one. I recently had read about this. This story had been circulating a little while back, but I've rarely heard about it, and I thought it was worthwhile mentioning in this video and updating my previous theory number 2. And the story is this. Apparently, this idea that we're living in a simulation has gained a tremendous amount of popularity amongst Silicon Valley elites. So much so that it has been reported that 2 tech industry billionaires have approached scientists in hopes that they might figure out a way to break out of this simulation. Whether or not that's possible or not, that's a completely different story. Personally, I don't know, but to me it seems that that would be impossible. It would be similar a sim from the Sims game trying to break out of their simulation if they became aware of it. I think it would just be the same amount of probability of them being able to do it than us being able to break out of this simulation if this in fact is a simulation. Anyways, the names of these 2 billionaires is unknown. However, rumors have been circulating that one of them is in fact Elon Musk. He's one of the ones interested in figuring out whether or not this is possible. However, in terms of whether or not we are living in the simulation, I myself believe that this is very much so a possibility, and not only for the fact that people like Elon Musk and other people are saying it, but I've been keeping a very close eye on the work of Dr. Sylvester James Gates Jr. If you don't know who that is, he's a very highly respected theoretical physicist. And on my theory number 2 video, I played this clip, and I'm going to play it here again for you guys so you guys know what his theory is all about. He's having a discussion with celebrity physicist Neil deGrasse Tyson, and this is what he has to say about what he's found during his research.
So where has this pursuit taken you?
Well, partly it's taken to these very strange images that are behind your head right now. These are pictures of equations. I've been, for the last 15 years, trying to answer the kinds of questions that my colleagues have been raising. And what I've come to understand is that there are these incredible pictures that contain all the information of a set of equations that are related to string theory. And it's even more bizarre than that, because when you then try to understand these pictures, you find out that buried in them are computer codes just like the type that you find in a browser when you go surf the web. And so I'm left with the puzzle of trying to figure out whether I live in the matrix or not.
Are you saying your attempt to understand the fundamental operations of nature leads you to a set of equations that are indistinguishable from the equations that drive search engines and browsers on our computers?
That is correct.
Computer code.
Computer code, strings of bits of ones and zeros.
It's not just sort of resembles computer code, you're saying it is computer code.
It's not even just is computer code, it's a special kind of computer code that was invented by a scientist named Claude Shannon in the 1940s. That's what we find very, very deeply inside the equations that occur in string theory and in general in systems that we say are supersymmetric.
As you can see in his theory, it states that everything we know of this reality, us, and everything we can see, this universe is made of computer code. And this aligns completely with the theory that we might be in a simulation. His research into the subject and other people that have found similar findings are a big reason why I believe that the simulation theory might in fact be a reality. However, that is the update. 2 tech billionaires trying to figure out if it's possible to break out of this simulation. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments down below. It's a huge theory and one that sounds insane if you've never heard about it, but the more you look into it, the more likely it is for it to be true, and it's quite fascinating. And if this in fact is the case, in my opinion, it raises the question whether or not this Mandela Effect phenomena is just an error in the code or a part of the code in this program simulation that we're running in, and this is just a natural thing that happens. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.